What's good, everybody? It's your boy Jabril back here with the YouTube video, not a stream, but a video. And in this clip, we playing Cyberpunk 2077, man. A hidden gem, in my opinion, in the RPG space. I know the history, with this game is that it's been going through a lot of different updates, and ever since launch, and it hasn't really been given the appropriate, flowers it deserves. But just with everything, just the atmosphere, the aesthetic, the gameplay itself, ever since the launch of this game. And just after beating this game and beating the DLC, and just unlocking most of the things in this game, it just, to me, it's life changing in so many different ways, man. Like I know, like I said, from launch it's been rough. It's been pulled, in and out of the store and have different updates. CD Projekt Red, they had to pretty much break the game down back up again, and had to do a lot of different changes. But with everything, even with everything and how broken the game was from launch, to me, I think is really one of those games where it's just like, if you just look past those things and really focus on just playing the game as an RPG game and not really focusing on extra stuff outside of that, you will really enjoy like the whole aesthetic and the whole vibe of the game, man. I mean, when I say life changing, it's really just more so the details, the fact that you're able to just get on your bike like how I'm doing in this gameplay, and and like just cutting off the heads up display and just riding around the city, just taking in all the aesthetics, all of the vibe, and everything else that just makes you escape reality from just vibing out, and then just being able to experience how much work they put into this. I mean, I'm not a video game developer, and I can't imagine all the hours, all the hard work it takes to make a game like this. And yeah, man, this video just would just go over that, just going over the whole aesthetic, going over the different ways and details that this game just pulls you in and just makes you escape reality. I know I can't be the only person that does this with games that's really high detail. I mean, I know I don't really watch a lot of YouTubers when they play RPG games, because usually I'm very picky with RPG games, and a game like this where, like I said, you could just escape reality and then just move around, walk around, and then really just see how much work they put into this. It's really something. Now, like I said, I'm playing this game after all the patches, all the fixes that they brought into this game. So what you're seeing is what you get, man. But I mean, my advice to people who just getting into the game, trying to figure out if they like it or not, if you get a chance, do yourself a favor and then just do something like this. If you're having a tough day, if you are going through some stuff, man, I mean, just this will make you like kind of skip reality, man. I don't know, something about this game gives me that ASMR moment where you just look at all the lights and walk around, and just vibe out. I can't be the only person that does this, man. I mean, there's other games that do this as well, and maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll do this uh, as like a little series for my channel, like kind of just pick games where you kind of like escape reality and kind of just meditate, if that makes sense. I don't know, like this whole gameplays section is all about the ASMR moments. So I hope I know certain gamers have their own version of doing this, but to me, this is what I like to do whenever I have like a tough day and stuff like that. So what about this game really changed my life? Um, you know, as dramatic as that may sound, what about this game made me say this? Like, or as I put it as a title. I would say one is, like I said, the aesthetic. Two, I would say, it's not so much the story, but it's so much of the side quests, I guess, if that kind of makes sense. Not to spoil it, but there are certain characters that you'll meet in the game, where they could be, be your sidekick or your partner, whatever the case may be, and just the whole aspect of just checking up on them and then just seeing how everything goes. I mean, I know this is part of like CD Projekt Red's formula in terms of creating their side quests or creating quests in general. I kind of think back to like Witcher 3 days when I made that Witcher 3 video. Was it 6 years back? About the whole my life story thing. That game, like the way the whole side quest, the way it was structured out, and then just seeing it in this game too, like that whole aspect, like that in itself really like drawn me in. And it's just like look at this right here, man. Like this is just really immersive. Just turning everything off and then just riding your bike and then just doing this. I can't be the only person that does this, man. I can't be like just doing this, just playing some music in the background and then just riding your bike around, just taking in the whole scenery. You could really escape, reality just by playing this. Just focusing your mind, just taking time to think about what's going on in your life, and then just knowing that tomorrow's a new day, and that people out there that's looking at you is going to be there for you, man. People that support you and love you, those things is what's going to matter. But yeah, man. But even just going through the side quests, meeting certain partners and certain people that you see in this game, like the whole structure of it is kind of in depth, which is what I like with RPG games. Companies that take time, or people that take time to make the characters well developed and well maintained with a story. That's something that kind of resonates towards me in certain areas of life. Just certain details that really brings that whole cyberpunk aesthetic onto everything. And it's really good to see that from this game, man. I mean you can really make something out with this game just by taking your mind out and then really just being immersed in the whole environment. Like, and then I don't know, it's rare for me to be immersed into a game that doesn't, that really just that has an impact on you. Like in terms of gaming, like I've been gaming damn near my entire life, and there's only a certain amount of games that I play where I feel immersed with everything that takes place within it. So I think it's important for developers to take note of that whenever they make RPG games like this. And the game is fun, man. The combat is fun. Once they did the whole overhaul of the combat system and everything else that makes the game what it is today. Like it's fun, man. Like the combat is fun, gunplay is fun, the melee combat is fun. And yeah, man. Even with the DLC, like you'll see later on in the video. I'm not gonna spoil it anybody who didn't play the DLC, but just taking in the environment with the DLC and how it looks. Like it just brings that whole aspect of like what developers can do if they take time and really just stay focused on what they're trying to deliver. And just doing shit like this, just turning off the HUD, like I said, walking around the city, just seeing how everything just falls into you in a way. Like it's very rare for me to be immersed into a game where I spend time doing this. So I think it just speaks volumes and everything else. And then even after beating this game and watching the show Cyberpunk Edge Runner, just seeing the cameos and then just seeing the whole theme with the story about tragedy, love, loss, things like that, and then just comparing that into this game, I think it's really impactful in so many different ways. When I first bought this game, and I started playing it for a few hours, I was going through different stages in my life. I'm not gonna lie, I was going through, I don't want to say rough patches, but I was definitely going in and out of the game. I was definitely going through a change, going through school, going through different careers, things like that, trying to just piece together everything early on. And so I wasn't really stuck into this game, as much as I was, after everything happened. So just going in and out of the game, I wasn't really that immersed or really drawn in. But You know, just recently beating this game a couple months back. You know, I realized that yo, like I if I just give this game a chance really to see where this game go, then that's something that I could I could complete, and that's what I did, man. I played the game fully through. I did all the side quests. I completed all the NCPD scanners around the city and then outside the map as well. And it was a fun experience, man. Like it was like I said, it was very immersive. It's very hard for me to be immersed into a game that really just delivers on almost every level. There were some parts of the game where I feel like they could have explored more, or you know they could have you could have you know at least kind of gave some characters a chance to kind of just you know you know make you do different options. Like I said, I'm not gonna spoil it, but yeah, man, it's really a hidden gem, man. So it just changed my life in terms of gaming, you know, in terms of my expectations, in terms of my standards. I would say this game has helped me to kind of just raise those standards whenever I play newer games nowadays. You know, it's very, I would say compared to when I first, um, you know, like back in shit, what was it, 20, maybe 2016, I didn't really have that many requirements or higher standards when it came to games. All I really cared about was the gameplay. But just going through this game, you know, it really has changed my standards for what I look for in games, and especially RPG games, because you know, life in a way is like an RPG game. You know, when you start from level one and you're trying to build yourself up through life, and you're trying to figure out different skills and different ways to prioritize, you know your character development and everything else that you see within yourself and even throughout the people you meet and throughout the world. You really see yourself change, man, and you know like there is that aspect of an RPG game where you know level one you may not have the necessary skills to complete certain quests in life. So now as you take more time to build yourself up through different skills and different trades, or however you want to put yourself in those categories, you start to realize that yeah, man, like through practice and effort, that's something that I can do. And just playing this game is kind of like it's kind of the same way, you know. It's like level one, you don't have all the skills or the upgrades to carry certain amount of equipment, or you don't have the all the skills to complete that quest. So what do you gotta do? You gotta go back, do the side quest. You probably gotta do a little bit more farming. You know, with your XP to level up more, you could kind of correlate that to your life. You know, like let's say you're into sports, right? Basketball, for instance. You know you can't be able to compete with that league because you got to get in the gym and start practicing your jump shots or practicing your free throws or whatever the case may be. Any aspect of life, it doesn't have to be sports. You know that there are certain things that's probably out of reach within your skill level. So what you got to do? You got to go back, train, work hard, showcase effort, and be able to come back stronger, better, and smarter, and more efficient, so that you're able to complete those quests, man. And that's something that this game at least taught me. Subconsciously just going through different quests and then just leveling up and then just seeing it through, you know. And what I like about this game is that you know you can't really max out even if you max out, if that makes sense, you know, because the highest level you can get in this game is 60, you know, with the DLC. And even then, depending on what build you make, you know, you can't max out on everything that you have. So even with that, even with what you do in terms of what you do in the game, you know, you can make certain builds to tackle along different different aspects or different skills in your life, or how you are as a character in order to complete certain quests, man. And then you know that to me is life changing and as well, man. Good RPG games will do that to you. I don't care if you playing Fallout, Skyrim, you know, even every or even Witcher 3, you know, like good RPG games could give you that aspect of your life subconsciously to get better and do better and complete certain quests and how to engage certain adversities or and you know the appropriate way. What approach can you do to make your situation better. And so, even playing this game, completing everything, I kind of correlate that towards my real life, through my careers, my relationships, how I engage with people, just overcoming adversity in different aspects. I don't want to get into detail. That'll probably come in a later video. But yeah, man, this is one of the games that helped me escape reality. Like I said, I don't know if I'll make this a little mini series on my channel. I'm very inconsistent when I came like comes to videos, so I don't know what's gonna be next for for what my channel's gonna do, man. But um, yeah, man, I don't know, man. Like this game just does that for me, So what you're seeing right now is the map, Dogtown, and in the DLC. Like I said, I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's important just to take in that scenery from Night City compared to Dogtown. As you can see, a very drastic, a huge change in environment, a huge change in aesthetic, but the game still looks pristine as hell, man. Like I can't tell you how good this game looks in certain aspects, and it's something that can help you guys just like I said, escape reality, kind of vibe out and relax, and then just take in what you see from here. So yeah, man, that's something that can help you guys, just to meditate, get away from the hard times in life, and kind of just take out the distractions, and kind of just make sure you in the right space, man, right headspace and whatnot. Um, so yeah, man. I mean, this game would do that, man. Um, so yeah, man. You seeing that here? Just different different environments, different structures. The Heavy Hearts Club. I mean, this. I've taken a couple pictures in this game, man, and then like that. That's how you know a game is really good, because my pet peeve was always like when games include photo mode. Like that was always a pet peeve of me. That was one feature that I didn't like with games, but a game like this, or any game that really takes time to really get you in that mode, like I believe deserves a chance to practice those features and kind of take some snapshots or whatever the case may be. So, I mean, even the thumbnail I took that was from the photo mode. That's how immersed I was and how good this game is. It's good on every different level, man. But that's kind of just an overview of how this game really changed my life in terms of just gaming. I mean, it also has some personal effects in terms of how it changed me, in terms of my outlook in life. But in terms of my gaming life, it has now exceeded a lot of my standards in terms of what I look for. So this game, this video isn't really about a full review for it's not really a review of what the game is. It's just something that's just what I noticed playing this game for hundreds of hours, and kind of just what I noticed just going through certain quests, and just doing stuff like this, just walking around with the heads up display disabled, and just kind of just walking around. So yeah, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know this is kind of like a out of nowhere video. I don't really know what I have planned, for this channel, but I'm thinking about doing streams on here. Probably do some streams on Twitch. I mean, who knows, man? I mean, this channel has been going on, God knows how long, man. It's over a decade. So, I'm just gonna try to improve, just on being consistent. Just trying to do what I can to make this channel go, even though this shit is dead. But yeah, man. Thank you guys, for any subscribers who's still here. Thank you for the support you guys been showing through my all my videos, and then just just being there, from the start, man. So I'm gonna be doing probably more streams here and there. I'm probably gonna do some more, gameplays like this with different games, and probably just go on from there, man. But yeah, man, that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. It's not much action, but like I said, this is more just like a tour of what the game is gonna bring to you guys if you guys decide to play it. So yeah, man. Yeah, it's your boy Jabril Matic. I miss you guys, man. I hope to do more videos and streams in the future. Like, subscribe, comment if you can, show some love. and I'll be back soon, man. Peace.